Alright, it says we're live, so as usual, welcome back to the GM's Dice. Thank you for watching in advance. Tonight, I am running a one-shot called Normal Day in Space. I've got 3 players here with me, one of which I have had the pleasure of playing with before, and I'm glad to welcome him back. And 2 new ones. So, before we get started tonight, I'm going to give them each a chance to introduce themselves and their characters. We'll start going left to right as I see it from my screen, which would be Cody, then Ken, then Nelson. And feel free to introduce yourself, guys.
Alright, so I'm Cody. I'm playing Kelvin Grayson. He's a human smuggler with the gunslinger specialization. He's trying to live up to his father's honor and heritage and legacy while being a smuggler.
I'm Ken. Am I muted?
No,
you're good.
Nope, you're good.
I'm Ken. I am playing Kui Zeb, Twi'lek quartermaster. Grew up on Kuwait with parents and fun stuff, and was a customs inspector and found it completely boring. Let the wrong stuff get through, and has a bounty on his head because the stuff he let get through, an aristocrat decided that he should pay for the crime that he has committed a lot, actually. He's having fun on the ship, but any credits he gets usually spends for a higher class living.
All right, and I am Nelson. I am playing Ishi Tiab, who is a Shadrafan hotshot, and he's a former racer who he was very, very successful, but during his time on the racing circuits, he developed something of a serious addiction to spice, to Booster Blue, and after blowing a lot of entry fee money that he was fronted by clients for certain races, nobody's gonna front him entry money anymore. So he turned to smuggling to make ends meet.
All right, and at that, our 3 intrepid heroes, or villains, depending on how this session works out and how they portray themselves, are currently at the moment at a small cantina inside of Bespin, inside of Cloud City on Bespin. They have already agreed to take on a cargo that has got to be transported to Ord Mantell. While they're waiting for their cargo to be loaded, they're having a few drinks and killing some time. Now, the 3 of you are sitting in this cantina. It's kind of got like a jazz bar sort of feel to it. It's not a real rowdy or scuzzy cantina. It's dark, but it's got a real laid-back, mellow feel to it. There is a band that is up on stage playing. The cantina is not really packed or hopping or anything like that, but there's a decent crowd in here at the moment. What would the 3 of you be doing?
Is this kind of music you like to listen to, or is this just normal for you? I mean, I don't know how it affects your species exactly. What exactly happens when you listen to music like this?
You're talking to me?
Yes.
I don't seem all that interested in the yeah. I'm not terribly interested in the music.
Oh, come on, it's fantastic. Listen to it.
Music's not my thing. Besides, it's as music goes, it's a little bit too laid back for me. I'm kind of I'd like something a little heavier, a little more exciting.
We'll give them a few credits. Maybe they'll play something else.
Nah, I'm strapped.
I think
Spice
that's
habit
the
ain't
reason we're
cheap.
here.
So, Kelvin would just be sitting up at the bar, looking at his data pad, looking back at. 1 second here. I'm just trying to get the Destiny dice. Looking at his data pad, looking at pictures of his father's ship, and trying to remember everything that he taught him, and looking up any local jobs there nearby.
Okay.
What's the name of the guy that hired us again?
Chev.
That's right.
He's a little shaggy, sort of rat-looking bothan. No, I'm sorry, Cody. What did you ask? I got sidetracked. I started thinking about something else.
Oh, I was just trying to figure out which.
Oh yeah, jobs. There's a little terminal that's set into the bar at one end that would remind you a lot of the real world little gambling machines that are set into a bar that has different contacts and stuff that are scrolling through it for different shipping jobs, bounty jobs, all sorts of different odd jobs that come through the station. It's actually where you found Chev. His job seemed like it would be the easiest for the work that you were going to be doing, or the most money for the work you were going to be doing.
Now, is Chev a well-known guy?
I wouldn't say he's well known. I mean, he is known if you ask the right people. But he's not one of these guys that you could just go up and ask just about anybody and they'd know who he is. The people that do know him know that he's a dealer in rare commodities.
Okay.
Rare commodities.
His stuff is sort of a 50-50 as to whether or not you're dealing with something that's contraband or whether it's a legal substance or legal cargo.
So we have the job file and everything already?
Yes. You're taking 4 crates that are cryo containers. You were told that it was just a perishable items that were being taken from here to Ord Mandel.
Mm-hmm.
Each of these crates is about 4 foot by 4 foot square and about 3.5 foot tall.
Okay. I'm assuming the social contract is that we don't peek.
It was implied that they weren't to be opened, but it was never actually said that, hey, you guys don't look. But it was implied.
Okay.
So Kevin will get up from his little stool, place down blast they was drinking from and just walk over to the guys and just look at them and say, okay, when you guys want to get started.
I'm ready to go.
This music is getting a tad boring. Let's go.
Alright, so you guys leave the cantina. You walk the 5 or so minutes it takes to get from this cantina out to the landing platform where your ship is at. And as you are arriving, you can see a group of 3 droids that are loading on the last crate. As you come walking out, you can see up the ramp into your ship. You can see 3 crates already in the ship, and they're pushing the last crate up in there. A little Ugnaught comes up to you with a data pad and sort of grunts and squeaks at you and holds this data pad up, indicating that he's wanting a signature that you've received the goods for transport.
Sign for him.
Alright. Yeah, you sign for him. He gives you a grunt and little squeak again to indicate that he's pleased, sort of smiles, and totters off back towards the ship just as the droids are making their way down out of the ship. And he grunts and squeaks at them and sort of waves a hand at them as to hurry up, let's go type of thing. And the 4 of them leave, leaving you out on this landing pad with your ship. The sun's setting, so everything's a nice rust-colored, sort of pinkish rust color.
So, before we continue, I just want to double check. How long have we all been working together?
About 6 months.
Okay.
Okay. All right. I will go ahead and board and start doing pre-flight checks. I'm assuming, point of order, I'm assuming I'm the pilot. I've got, that kind of seems to be my shtick.
Fly. We're just most likely not going to fly after that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd say it sounds like you're going to be the pilot.
All right. Sounds good. So I'll go get ready for takeoff.
Okay. So you're performing your pre-flight checks. What are the other 2 of you doing while he's up making sure everything's going to get up and running? And
I am securing the cargo, running the scanner over it to see if anything is biological or we need to worry about anything, and putting the cargo and securing it and checking it in and everything, because this is what I do.
all right, running the scanner and all that over it. If you would make a computers check, hard, with 3 purples.
Okay. I do have a hand scanner. Does that give me a boost die for this or not? Or?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
All right. You get a reading on it that the cryo containers are all working in proper order, but oddly enough, you aren't getting any reading on what is inside the container. It's giving you a reading back as if the containers are hardened against EMP or any scanning.
Okay. I'll head up to the, where is it? The turret. Just double check everything's all right. Make sure all the cannons are moving properly and.
All right. Everything's still working just as it was when you guys left it. If she's getting all the stuff up and running. The engines are powered up, and he gets confirmation from flight control and all that you're cleared for takeoff. You guys lift off from the pad and begin to make for orbit.
All right. I'll go ahead and I'll check the sensors, make sure there's nothing in the immediate vicinity before we make the jump.
Okay. Is there anything particular you're looking for?
Yeah, I'll scan for any ships that are kind of approaching us.
Okay. Go ahead and make a computers check. I'm going to say average, but I'm going to say that's going to be 1 purple and 1 red.
Okay. Okay, I focus at 1, 2, 3.
Give you guys back a light sight.
Ooh.
Oh. Alright, there is a lot of traffic in the air around Bespin. You can see plenty of the security little bipod sort of speeder cars, air speeders, plenty of other ships that are coming and going. And while you're checking for this, your computer, your scanner, all of a sudden just goes dark.
Mm.
Like you hear this little pop sort of sound, and get a smell of like burnt wiring, and your screen on your scanner goes black.
All right. Any chance I could? I have a toolkit on me. Any chance I could do some quick repairs, or is it shot?
You could probably try to. Well, you could definitely attempt to make repairs to it once you get into hyperspace,
Mm-hmm.
or get into orbit. But right at the moment, you're still attempting to get into orbit, so you're a little busy actually sort of piloting.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But so you guys do eventually make it into orbit. The pinkish sort of orange skyline around you slowly fades to a purple and into black. Stars become illuminated all around you. You're in space, and you begin making your way towards the hyperspace lane.
All right. I'll go ahead and plot a course for Ord Mantell.
All right. I'm not going to make you make an astrogations check, because I do that when you're sort of in a hurry to make astrogations or being chased, something like that. So you're not in any real hurry at the moment, so you're able to plot your course fairly well. You make your jump. The stars and everything around you go from little pinpricks of light all over to streaked lines, and you feel the shudder through the ship as you jump into hyperspace. And now that you're in hyperspace, if you would like to try and fix your scanners, you may.
Yeah.
You said you had a toolkit?
I've got a toolkit on me, yeah.
All right. So that would be a mechanics. Again, I'm gonna say it's just an average 2 purple, but you get a boost die because you've got a toolkit.
Sweet. All right, I get down under the console, roll around, and start jamming away at stuff.
All right. You find that there was just a loose wire on the back of the monitor underneath the dash of it. You get it reconnected and sort of get some like heat wrap sort of around it, some of the shrink wrap stuff around it to make sure it keeps hopefully a good firm seal on it this time around. Sorry for that.
Yeah,
Yeah, you get that fixed. Your screen pops back on, and like just as you're like, climbing back out from underneath the dash and stand up and see that the monitor's back on, there was like this little red symbol up in the top right hand corner of the monitor that just as you like stand back up and look at it, like it blips away. Like there was something on there that was some type of warning, but it had been on there for a little while, so it timed out type of thing.
Okay. Could I make a computer's check to kind of go into the logs and see, or go into the if there was any record of what that was?
Yes.
Or is,
You can make another computer's check, another average computer's check to be able to find out what that may have been.
all right.
All right. It's an indicator indicating that you find it really to be kind of odd. It's an indicator you've seen before, but you usually only see it when ships are traveling in groups into hyperspace. So basically it's something telling you that somebody followed you into hyperspace.
All right, I'll go ahead and get on the comms and report that to the crew, to Kui and Kevlin. Hey guys, I think there's I kind of chatter into the comms. I think there's somebody following us through hyperspace. So as soon as we drop out, be ready.
Do we have an escort, or do we think this is bad?
You weren't informed of any escort.
I'll just get on the comms and be like, do you know how many? Like, Imperials, like...
Can I do any additional, can I check if there was any more additional information from the scan, or did it just tell me that somebody's coming?
I'll say your advantage that you rolled, you were able to already find out that it was indicating just one ship.
One ship's following us. I had no readings on the ship.
So I'll take my feet off a little console above me and, well, sit up top and get my hands in the turrets and just prepare myself to get under fire.
I'll make my way up to the cockpit as well, just to sit next to Ishii and not of use of much else. So I'm just going to sit down and chat with him as we're jumping through hyperspace.
Okay. Well, a couple of hours goes by until you have to drop out of hyperspace to switch hyperspace lanes. When you drop out of hyperspace, you do instantly get another indicator showing that something has dropped out of hyperspace with you. And let's see here. Seeing how Kevlin is manning the cannons, I imagine the cannons on this thing being kind of like you see in the movies with the Falcon and stuff. You get a little viewport, and the cannon is sticking out just in front of that viewport.
Okay.
You can see this ship has dropped out of hyperspace along with you. Now, your pilot and his partner in the cockpit can't see this visibly, but you can see it on your sensors as there is a medium-sized ship that has dropped out of hyperspace along with you.
Okay. I'll immediately get on the comms once I see it and say we got a big one.
Hey, Kui, I've gotta fly this thing. If I open a comm channel, can you talk to him?
Oh, yeah, I can do that. That's definitely something I can do.
All right. So I'll go ahead and open a comm channel, try to hail the ship, and put Kui on the.
Okay. So you open a channel and open up a hailing frequency type of thing, and you get a response back in just a matter of moments, and it's a female voice, and they come on, and it says, "Oh crap! What was your ship's name? I forget."
The Pale Horizon. I think that
Pale
was.
Horizon. All right. Yeah, I was just looking at it. It says, Pale Horizon. You have been loaded down with a cargo that belongs to me.
I have a shipping manifest here that clearly states this belongs to somebody else. If you were able to send a different manifest over, we could maybe discuss this. It would probably take maybe 5 to 10 minutes to clarify ownership before we send it back to you.
I could send a manifest, but it would be faked, much like the manifest that you have.
So you're saying your manifests are fake? That's totally what I heard from that. So that means that you don't have ownership, correct?
The cargo that you have in your hold is not something that can just be owned.
And why exactly is that?
You can't own a person, can you?
A person? It's a 4 foot by 4 foot thing. How big are these people?
They can be curled up.
You don't.
There are. Oh, sorry. No, go ahead.
I was gonna say you don't get a response back from that comment.
Kelvin, is there any activity up there?
Yeah, I'm ready.
I have a question. How can you prove that there's people in those crates?
Open it. I can provide you the access code.
But can you give us their names?
Yes.
And this access code is?
For crate 1, it should be marked. The access code is 46A73.
Fantastic. It's going to take me a little bit to get back to this and check this out for you. What exactly are you going to be doing in that time frame? It's probably better to power down, relax a little bit.
Well, our weapon systems have not been powered up.
Oh,
but
fantastic.
It wouldn't be anything other than just a flip of a switch to do so.
Well, we'll get back to you here shortly, I believe. I mean, if you still want to chat with us, I guess you can. It's okay. I mean, we don't chat with many females around here all that often when we're in space.
Feel free to go check. I'll be waiting.
So I'm going to shut down the comm link, and look at Ishi and be like, I think we got a few minutes. Do you want to make an astrogation check? Or do you want to jump to hyperspace while we're stalling?
Yeah. So wait, let's have a quick conference over the intercom. Do we want to open one of these things and then jump anyway? I don't know if we want to turn this over. We turn this over, we don't get paid. That's my 2 cents.
Can we see what they're offering for our crates? Because if they're gonna pay us, then either way we're getting paid.
True.
Or I could just blast them.
I mean, I'm ready to make evasive maneuvers, but I don't know. I'm all for excitement, though.
Not to interrupt you guys, but while you're having this discussion, Kevlin would notice that the ship is making an approach vector, like they're getting ready to pull up alongside of you, like they're getting ready to dock.
Yeah, if we want to act, we should act fast. I say we jump and then open one of these crates while we're in hyperspace and get to the bottom of this.
They followed us.
Okay, open
once.
back up that comp channel.
Oh wait, here, Kevlin, did you want to say something?
They followed us once. What's stopping them from following us again?
That's true.
They don't know where we're jumping.
They
Is that
did
how
this
that
time.
works?
They got it. They followed us here.
If
They
send
would
their-
either know where you're going or have some way of tracking you.
If they send their captain over, we can ambush them.
They might have a crew.
Fire with their captain on board.
I think if we're going to fight them, we're better off doing it ship to ship. I don't think we have the manpower in case they have a larger crew.
I second that for self-preservation. I trust this little guy here.
You are right to do that. All right, I'm getting kind of fidgety, so I reach into my pack and I pull out a syringe of blue liquid and jam it into my little furry thigh. So inject some booster blue. Get ready for what's about to happen.
Okay. So are you gonna attempt to make your astragations check real quick and try to jump and outrun them, or are you gonna engage them or wait to see what happens?
I think we should engage.
I second that.
I'm all hopped up on spice, though. That's probably seems like a valid opinion for me.
I'm here for the ride.
I'm
All right.
always ready to fight.
Okay, so Kui, we're gonna need you on to run interference. So, and
I'm
then
on it.
Kevlin, you're on the guns, and I'll keep us flying. So, yeah, I think we're gonna engage.
All right. So in that case, since you guys have planned to engage them, I'll let you guys have one round, and then we will set initiative.
All right. Do you guys want me to? I can try to gain the advantage, get behind them, give us a better position, because right now they've got the drop on us.
Yeah, if you're able to get right behind their engines, I can try to take out one or two.
All right. So can I try to pull try to circle around and get behind them before they realize what's going on?
You could attempt that, or sort of I know you're in space and there's technically no air, but sort of an air brake sort of maneuver, sort of throw on the reverse thrusters type of thing, because like
drop behind them.
Yeah, they're at the moment now. They're just sort of off to your rear right, attempting to come up alongside of you.
All right, I'll turn off our thrusters, reverse our thrusters, drop behind them, try to gain the advantage.
Okay.
I'll
Let's see.
aim the gunner, the turrets right at their engines and just follow.
And I will try to slice the enemy systems.
Okay. So Ishii throws the reverse thrusters on. You guys sort of feel a shudder in the floorboards of the ship as the engines go from a forward thrust to a full reverse sort of deal. The ship begins to lurch backwards. They slide right along past and come up. You sort of reverse switching positions, just you going from right to left sort of deal. You're at their back left instead of them at your back right now. And Kevin, you said you were going to attempt to fire at engines?
Yeah.
Alright. Let's see. Ship to ship, they're at close range. They're of equal silhouette, I believe. So that's going to be straight across. That's one. And a cold shot, so I'm going to increase that to an average 2 purple check.
Okay. Now I have a talent that says I can add a boost for each rank of quick draw, the combat checks, that to enemies that haven't gone in the turn yet. So am I able to add that now, or?
That generally goes for like hand-to-hand combat or person-to-person, not ship-to-ship,
Okay.
because you're not technically drawing a weapon.
Yep.
But I will give you a boost for this as it's sort of a surprise attack.
You said 2 purple, right?
Yes.
Ooh.
Alright, what do you want to do with your advantages? You've got 2 of them. You can pass off boosts, you can give them 1 setback. Let's see, an immediate maneuver wouldn't help you out right at this moment.
No.
Or you can narrate something advantageous that happens from your shot.
I'll just pass the boost die for now. And then I have 2. Can I pass the boost and then give them a setback?
Oh, did we lose him?
I think we might have lost him.
Did I lose you guys?
Oh, no, you're back now.
There we go.
Yeah, you're back.
Yeah.
Oh, going in and out.
Hello? Did I lose you guys?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Crap.
Oh, maybe he can't hear us.
It shows I've got a strong connection there.
Let's see. Did chat?
Oh, wait, you're back. We can hear you. Can you hear us?
Can you hear us? Let's see.
Alright, can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
Alright, it froze up on me. You were trying to decide what you were going to do with your advantages.
Yeah. Since I have 2, can I give 1 for a boost and then 1 a setback to them?
It takes 2 to pass off a setback dice.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll just pass the setback.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
We're losing
We
people.
lost everyone.
Uh-oh. Yikes. I guess we should just hang out. Oh, there's Ken.
Yep.
Hey, Ken, are
I'm
you
back
there?
now. Yeah, I'm back now.
Okay. Yeah. We lost Sean. I guess they'll try to get back. Do we want to take a minute to come up with a plan of any kind, or is this just going to be? I guess there's not that much to plan.
Yeah, I can pass the setback to them. That may help us out in
Well,
the.
why not? You could aim as well if you wanted to.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, that the aim will carry off to your next attack.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, it depends on what you want to do. Are you going to try to slice the systems?
I'm gonna attempt to. We'll see how that goes.
I would say, do you need do you need more help with that? Do you need like skill? Because he can pass a boost onto you if that would help.
I have 2 yellows in computers, and a check, which should be hard.
Boost might help out.
Yeah, I'll pass the boost then.
Okay.
We're still alive, so at least that's good.
Yeah, Sean messaged the group. All right, so you'll pass a boost, then you'll try to slice the systems, and then we're actually in it for real.
Oh, always.
And we have the advantage, at least right now, unless they try to regain the advantage. So I think we get like boosts on all our attacks against them until they regain the advantage.
Okay, sorry about that, guys.
No problem.
No worries.
No problem.
All right, we figured out what we're gonna do. So
All right. Yeah, with you guys having the advantage at the moment,
Yeah.
I believe you do get boost dice, along with I'm pretty sure that they get setbacks.
oh yeah, you're right. It goes both ways. I've got a PDF if you want me to just look that up real fast for you.
If you would, it seems I have misplaced my frickin' cheat sheet.
No worries. Here, I'll do that, and I'll have the information on that for the next combat check.
All right.
So we figured out I'm just gonna pass the boost die.
Okay.
And then I will attempt to slice the enemy systems.
All right. You're gonna attempt to slice their systems. What are you attempting to slice their systems to do?
Do they have any? What do I want to say? Do they have any shields up or anything, or do they? Can I try and attempt to shut down the shields or affect their targeting computer? Or
Okay, wait. Can I interject something real quick? Because I just looked up
Sure.
gain the advantage. Okay, so because this affects what you're about to do. Basically, gain the advantage. We get to ignore any evasive maneuvers they take until they regain the advantage, and also we can pick which zone we want to target our attacks against, which defense zone. So if you could figure out
Okay.
if you could get into their systems and figure out where their shields are, that would be helpful because then we can target where they're not shielded.
yeah, that's what I'd like to do.
All right, we'll go with a hard 3 purple computers check.
Okay.
Attempt to slice into their.
Could I spend a
Systems.
destiny point and decrease that difficulty?
You can spend the destiny point to increase your roll
Okay.
to change a green to a yellow or
add a
to
green?
add a green.
Okay.
Hit it.
Oh,
Sweet. All right. You do take, or the ship takes 2 points of system screen from your doing this.
What are our
But,
thresholds? I can track it.
Of course, it's not on what I printed on too.
Just had it up.
I'm just going off of what I put up on the Facebook. I forgot to print out the sheet for it.
Hang on, I can try to grab it. Oh no, my Facebook is being so slow. I don't want it to drop me out of the call.
Yeah, hold on here just a second.
Here, I can get it on my phone. Oh, I found it. Okay. Our strain threshold is... Oh, it's not here.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to look it up here now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it just gives a bunch of other information, but not that.
You know what ship it is?
It's the YT1000. I'm bringing up the OG dudes now so I can look it up.
It's a
I
light
didn't print it
freighter,
out. Just a freighter. I apologize. I was busy today with kids and I forgot to print up
YT.
the sheet for it. YT1000.
Here we go. Okay, so.
Yeah, just give me the hull trauma and system strain so I can track those.
Speed. Hull points. I just lost it. Where to go? Handling silhouette speed. 30 HP. See if I can get down to the.
System strain is 14.
Okay.
Hull trauma is 20.
Okay.
Your armor is 2.
Okay. All right.
You have, let's see, you have 1 for shields forward and back.
Okay. And then defense, yeah, 4 and aft. Okay. Yeah, I'll go ahead and track that. So we're down to 12 system strain now, right? Because we took 2?
Yes.
Okay.
Was there a problem up here in the computer bay earlier? Because this is not acting completely correct up here.
Very nice.
But yeah, you're able to get into their systems and see that they've got where'd it go? They've got shields forward and back,
Okay.
but no side to side.
Am I able to? I'll relay that information, whichever one has the less or whatever.
Wait, I think we're all talking to each other over the comm so we can all hear each other.
Yeah. So they have shields forward and back.
All right, I'll try to next time we can get a shot off at them. I'll try to strafe them, and Kevlin, you can try to take a shot at their sides, their unprotected sides.
Well, at the moment they're not on.
Oh, their shields are
So
not even on.
yeah, their shields at the moment aren't even up.
Damn.
They'll likely be coming up here in just a moment. Uh, so that takes care of that. Now we can roll cool. And I'll roll their vigilance.
We're rolling cool.
Yep, you guys will roll cool, and I'll roll the vigilance. Alright. So, two of you can go, then they'll go. So that's...
So Sean, their shields are not up right now. So their shields will not go up until they go.
Yep, until they have a turn, they can't put their shields up.
All right, so we can kind of.
Do you want to maneuver the ship and then?
Go ahead and. No, go ahead and we're already in a good position, so you guys go first, and then we will move and respond to what they do. So I'll go last.
Okay.
Okay.
In case they try to regain the advantage, I can try to counter it.
Let's see. Does Kui want to go first, then?
Sure, more than happy to. Kui is going to, over the comm, say, I think you should aim for that thing right there. It looks like it would fall off the ship very easily. I'm going to attempt to fire discipline the crew.
Okay.
Obviously, I know you can't see me pointing, but I'm just describing the part of the ship to you.
That one big thing.
Yeah, that one big thing.
You know what color it is?
I don't know. It was red. It just flew past. She's going too fast. I can't pay attention to this.
He's colorblind.
I believe it's a hard difficulty.
Okay. So, yeah.
Yeah, fire discipline is hard, leadership or discipline.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't not to step on GM toes if you want to do something different. I was just reading what I saw.
Nope. You are fine. Like I said, I have misplaced my cheat sheet.
Oh, that's not good.
Ah.
Clearly, I don't know exactly what to shoot for, but I'm going to pass a boost die on with that.
You're pointing away from the ship.
Well, you can't see where I'm pointing, so I'm probably describing our ship, our corner of the ship on the other side.
Okay, so yes, I'll go. I'll aim at the side, and just fire.
Or aim for their engines, because we're still behind them. So and they're not shielded at all yet.
Okay, yeah. So I'll aim for the engines then.
Alright, so just like last time, it'll be two purple.
Now, Ken, you said you passed the boost die too, right? Or
Yep, he passed the boost die on.
Ah, there we are.
oh, there we go.
Oh, nice. 3 success, 1 threat, and a triumph. Your threat is going to be another point of system strain from the cannons firing off in such a rapid succession.
So, what's the weapon damage and everything?
Weapon damage is 5.
Yep. So that's 5, 6, 7. And they have
Or 8.
Yeah, 8. Sorry, Triumph also. So that's armor. That's
And then I think you can crit them if you.
Yeah, because it's
Or
it is
activate
3 for the
haste.
weapon.
Yeah, with the Triumph, you can crit them, or you can have something spectacular happen.
Their shields were at the front and the back, right?
Yes.
So would it be possible for me to have fired directly at where their shielding unit is and disable their shields for their ship?
Yeah, I'll allow that. I'll allow that. So yeah, you take aim at what you are assuming is what your partner Kui is describing to you, and you get this big shower of sparks and a short little plume of flame that comes off the ship, and you have managed to hit their shield generator and knock it out of service. And you get a comeback. Oh wait, what are you firing at? What's this all about?
You're attempting to take our cargo.
We were attempting no such thing.
That's exactly what you said, is it not?
Well, I did say that you had our cargo, or cargo that belonged to me, but I wasn't attempting to just come and snatch it away from you. I gave you the codes so you could go and check and see that I was telling you the truth.
Ishi, what do we think's going on here? I kind of cover the mic.
I think that unless they're willing to offer us something more valuable than what we're being paid, that it's not really of any interest to us.
That works for me. So what exactly are you offering in turn for these crates?
So one counter not up to the quarter.
There's not a whole lot that I really can offer you for something that was stolen from me to begin with. I mean,
It was 2:14 cancel.
what is it you want in order to return my cargo to me?
Your ship.
You kind of put a big dent in their ship. I mean, we need something a little bit more than that, right?
Yeah, we can get that repaired. We can have our own little fleet.
That means we're going to have to hire another damn pilot.
Yeah. I don't know if this is a good time for a business discussion.
If you're wanting our ship, I mean, I'd be happy to swap ships with you, and you just leave the cargo there, and we'll make a docking seal, and we'll just cross over.
I don't know. I'm kind of attached to this ship. I don't really want to swap.
No, we didn't say swap. We said we want your ship.
Well, then, what good does my cargo do if I have no ship to take it home?
We'll drop you off at the nearest inhabited planet. You can figure it out from there.
Or asteroid. That works.
And I'm supposed to trust you? You just fired on me without being provoked.
We're not firing now.
But rest assured, we will.
Oh, of that, I have no doubt.
We seem to have taken the moral low ground.
Sorry.
here.
And while you guys are having this conversation, are your shields up? You never said they were, and it's not the pilot's turn, so I'm going to say they're not.
All right, they are not up. Can't argue with that.
So let's see here. That was... And they're not calling a shot, they're just firing. So, as they've got you sort of talking and whatnot, you see in your cockpit view here, you would see the turret laser cannons on the rear end of the ship swivel around quickly, and they fire and just barely graze across the hull of your ship. Dealing. Where is it? There it is. 5 damage. And let's see, I think you had a armor of...
We have armor 2, no defense right now, so we take 3.
Okay.
So we're at 17.
Right. And she's, like I said, we'd be happy to make a deal with you, but I can't just give you our ship and have no guaranteed way to get my cargo home.
During negotiations, it's usually not a good thing to shoot other people.
Yeah, you should really take your own advice on that one. You fired at us twice.
All right, wait, let's discuss this amongst ourselves real quick. Are we? I don't want to put us on the ground and talk about this, but I don't think we're going to make any headway in space.
Well, if they can track us and follow us, why not just jump?
Well, Kui, do you want to negotiate for a little bit longer, and I'll see what I can dig up on these guys?
More than happy to.
Okay, so you guys are gonna attempt to jump and see what you can dig up on the way. Was that what I heard?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we are around to Ishi's turn. So Ish, if you'd like to make an astrogation check.
Yeah, I'll make an
May.
astrogation check.
Average difficulty.
All right.
2 purple.
Hang on, let me look. Sorry, I have to look something up real fast. I know that since I'm under the effects of my little drug, I do get some kind of boost, but I don't remember what it applies to. Let me look it up real quick.
Not a problem.
Where are you? Oh, it's not in this. Okay, it's No, I'll just make a standard check for now. 1, 2, 3, and then sorry, did you say average?
Yes.
Okay.
2 purple.
Just so we don't waste this, are you guys okay with me flipping a destiny point to upgrade?
Flip it.
Yeah.
All right, I'll flip a destiny. All right. Oof, that was good.
All right. So yeah, you get your astrogation set in. Let's see, and setting that is a maneuver. So if you want to jump this round, I believe you can.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll jump.
All right. So you guys are talking and this and that and firing back and forth at one another, and Ishii begins to put in astrogations, gets his coordinates set, and hammers down the big red button that is your hyperdrive, and off you guys go.
Am I able to make an underworld outer rim or a knowledge check, I guess?
To see if you, what are you trying to see? If you can find anything on that ship?
Yeah, the ship, the crew, who they are.
All right. Well, you weren't given any names, but the ship you were able to see the name of the ship on the side of it was Defender. So yeah, you could make an outer rim check to see what you may be able to find or may already know about the Defender.
Okay.
I'm going to say that's going to be.
Oh, forgot the.
Go ahead and roll 2 purple.
Oh, God.
All right,
Okay.
nice. So, are you trying to figure out what you recall or what you may have heard, or are you looking it up in the computer?
I'm looking it up in the computer.
All right, so that's 4 system strain.
Oh, good gravy. Okay, so that
Sorry,
is
guys.
7. That's fine. We're good.
With the 3 success, you're going to find out that they are another group, much like yourselves, that are not necessarily smugglers, but they are couriers of a sort. And the pilot, or the captain of the ship, the owner, is a Miralyn woman by the name of Mira, who has only 2 other crew members, a Rhodian and a Twi'lek woman. There's no names given for the 2 of them. The only name is of Mira, the Miralyn captain. And you would know that, or have found out, that they have had a lot of dealings that have gone south here lately. Sort of like the Han in A New Hope. A lot of times they've wound up jettisoning their cargo. So it is entirely possible that this cargo did belong to them at one point in time, but not a guarantee.
Okay.
Is there some way that I could scan the ship to see if they put a tracking device on it?
Yeah, you could do a system scan or a ship scan. Average difficulty computers check. Before you roll, though, I'm going to spend this and make that 1 purple, 1 red. Nilled out. All right. Yeah, your scan comes back as empty. You're not finding any sort of tracker or homing beacon or anything like that.
Doesn't seem to be a tracker, guys.
Do you want to go back and... Oops, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to ask, is it possible to repair strain, or do you just kind of have to let things equalize?
Well, the encounter is over, so you can roll either your vigilance or your discipline. No difficulty, and however many advantages you roll is how many strain you can recover.
Sorry, I meant system strain for the ship.
I'm gonna do that the same way. I'll
Okay.
let the pilot can roll his discipline or his vigilance, and we'll count it towards the ship, because honestly, I'm not positive offhand.
Where are we at with hull strain right now? Are we half or more than or less than?
We're at our hull's fine. Actually, we're 3 down on hull. I could try. Yeah. Let me roll this. Okay, so nothing on system strain, but I could try to repair. I could do a mechanics check to try to repair the hull trauma.
Well, the mechanics check to repair system strain as well. It's the same check depending on where you are.
Oh, okay. We're above half.
So we're at or above, so that would be an average difficulty.
Okay, I'll do a mechanics then. Okay.
So we can recover.
Recover 3 hull trauma or 3 strain.
Well, either one, whichever one you were rolling on.
That was hull trauma, so we're back up on hull. I fixed up the hull trauma. Sean, how do you want to spend the threat on that, or what do you want to happen?
The threat on that is going to be a strain to yourself.
Okay, I'll take a strain. And then I will go ahead and try to fix, rewire our systems, fix the system strain. So is that mechanics as well? Okay. Average. All right. And then so we restore 1 system strain.
All right, and let's see the 2 setbacks for that one. I'm gonna go ahead and give you another 2 points of strain yourself, as you're sort of starting to come down from your injection you gave yourself earlier.
Sounds good.
Is how I'll explain those 3 strain that you just took.
Withdrawal's a hell of a thing.
But you've got about 8 hours of hyperspace travel until you'll have to drop out again to change hyperspace lanes to get to Ord Mantell for the one last jump. So you have 8 hours to kill. What do you want to do while you're aboard the ship?
Is there Is there any way for us to contact what was his name? Shiv?
You would be able to record a message while you're in hyperspace, but you won't be able to send it until you drop.
Okay. I don't know, you guys want to open one of the crates and...
I have an access code.
Yeah, I'm curious now.
Okay.
Alright.
So we go to...
I'll hop out of the gunner.
Okay, so the 3 of you head back to the cargo area to check out this container. It's supposed to be marked 1 and punch in this code to see if it works.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. You do so. You find the container. It's marked with a 1 on it up in the top right corner of it. And right next to the marking is a little keypad that has numbers and alphabet and all that on it. You type in the code that she gave you, and you hear this sort of a pop and a shh sort of sound, and a fog sort of rolls out from around the seals, kind of like if you were to open a container that had dry ice or anything in it. And as the lid slides apart, you can see laying inside this container in a fetal position, you can see what looks to be a Miralyn woman with all sorts of cybernetics attached to her. And she's got all sorts of hoses and stuff that are connected to her, sort of matrix style. They're all hooked into her and hooked into this crate as well.
What the hell is this?
A comfy place to sleep?
Doesn't look too comfy.
I would like for you guys actually, you can do it independently, or whoever has the best perception can make the perceptions check at an average difficulty.
I'm not great at perception. Just 2 greens.
That's
greens
all
for
I
me.
have as well.
All right.
I just want to do it all individual.
Yeah.
What was the difficulty again?
2 purple. Spiderweb?
Yeah.
All right. So, Ish and Kui, as you're checking this woman out and trying to figure out what the hell this is, you begin to notice on all of the metal fittings and stuff at the ends of the hosing and the wires and stuff that are hooked into this woman, little imperial symbols.
This isn't
One of
good.
the ones we usually have.
I think we wrapped ourselves up in something. I say we get rid of this as quick as possible, whether that means I think we should get this to our destination, get paid, and get lost.
Is Ord Mantle have any, like, huge empire presence or not?
Yes, it is an imperial planet. It has a fairly, I wouldn't say a massive, but it does have an imperial presence on it.
Do we know who we're delivering to on Ord Mantle?
You were originally just told that you were supposed to bring the package to Ord Mandel and that there would be a ship waiting at such and such coordinates for you.
How exactly do Imperials deal with people that have their cargo?
Not friendly.
If it's stolen, not friendly at all. If it's a legitimate cargo shipment, they pay, and they pay well.
I don't know if this is, well, I think we need to talk to the, once we get out of hyperspace, I think we should contact our employer, contact Chev, and find out if he's expecting the Empire to take possession of this.
I don't want to walk us into a trap either.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay. Well, you guys have got approximately, I mean, you guys have been back here messing with this and all this other stuff. You guys have got approximately about 7.5 hours still before you drop out of hyperspace. Is there anything you want to do? Catch some sleep? Anything like that while you're en route? Or just sit around and twiddle your thumbs anxiously waiting to find out what's going on? Or do you want to attempt to open the other crates?
I don't have any passcodes for other crates. That would be a little bit harder to open.
I suspect we'll find more of the same.
Have you ever seen cybernetics like that before?
Well, no, but it stands to reason if there's one full of in one crate, it's going to be in all the others. And
So, do you think we're delivering this to the Empire, or we're delivering it to someone else?
I don't think it's Empire.
yeah, I don't think this is above board. I don't. But that's kind of our business, isn't it?
I'm okay with not being above board. It's just I don't like going to an Imperial planet with stolen cargo.
No, I agree. But I don't know. I think we can work ourselves out of any jams we get into. So
Yeah, so far so good.
I'm gonna go. My Ishi's gonna go ahead and try to come down from his high, grab some sleep before we get out of hyperspace.
Okay.
So I retire.
Did we seal this crate back up, or?
I was going to before I went back up to the sensors.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, you just type the code back in a second time, sort of guessing as to whether or not this is the way to seal it up, because there's no like just close button. And it does work. The lid comes back together and sinks back on top of it, and you get another the same basic sound that you got when it opened, just that as the lid seals down onto it again, and the fog quits rolling out and such. The status lights on it come back on. And it's sealed up nice and tight again.
100,000 is a lot for these.
Hmm. I'm just trying to look up Ord Mantell. That's what kind of planet is that?
During the Republic era, it was a planet that had a lot of military presence. It was a place where they stored a lot of ordnance and stuff like that. And since then, it has still had a not as large a military presence, but it does still have an imperial presence and have quite a few different facilities that are labeled as imperial, and quite a few others that were at one point in time Republic facilities, but now are sort of blacklisted, as in they show up on records as they exist, but they don't show up on record as to who they belong to.
Okay. The terrain, that's mostly mountainous type?
Yes.
Okay. Would you guys mind if I spent the destiny point to say I had a hunting rifle with me?
Go ahead.
No, go ahead, flip it.
If that's alright with you,
Yeah, that's fine with me.
Alright. So I'm gonna add, where'd it go? Here it is. Coronet Arms Sand Panther hunting rifle. And then when we get onto Ord Mantell, I can just sit back and shoot from far.
Okay. Your next 7.5 hours go by fairly quickly. They go by almost instantaneously for Ish, as he's been asleep. And about 10 minutes before you guys are actually supposed to drop out of hyperspace, Ish comes out of his cabin and takes his seat back in the captain's seat of the ship. You drop out of hyperspace when you were initially supposed to. And this time around, nobody drops out with you.
Well, they didn't follow us. At least, if they did, maybe they're trying to get ahead of us.
I told you they didn't have a tracking device.
And you may have discouraged them from following you, since how now they no longer have shields.
That's true. All right,
So,
I say.
Kevin will just go on the comms and let them know, like, when we get to where we're supposed to go, I'll get out and get a good vantage point. In case it's a trap, then I have to give you guys some cover.
Sounds good.
Okay, so you guys going to jump again right away, or were you going to try and get a hold of that Chev that hired you?
Let's get a hold of Chev and see if we can get some more information before we make delivery.
All right. You guys attempt a communicate with Chev, and when the comm is picked up, you get a droid voice that answers back. This is Chev's the personal line of Chev Cantel. How may I help you?
We'd like to speak to Chev immediately about one of his high-profile shipping matters.
And who, may I say, is calling? What is your ship's designation?
The crew of the Pale Horizon.
Please hold one moment. And you get like this elevator music that comes on, and you wind up waiting about 5 minutes. And you get this gruff sort of voice. What do you guys want? Have you dropped off my cargo yet? You're a little... Well, if you have, you're a little ahead of time schedule here. What's going on? Please tell me you haven't dropped it. Please tell me you haven't spaced it.
Kui, you want to take this?
We ran into a slight hiccup upon delivery. We are not yet to delivery. We believe that some defender is attempting to take it.
Excuse me, the what? The what's trying to take it?
A defender of sorts, I believe, was the call sign.
And you hear a audible sort of gulp, like he's swallowing hard. And he's a defender of sorts. Now, are you trying to tell me the ship's name was Defender?
Well, I'm trying to tell you this without telling you this. I mean, obviously, you work in this environment. You need to be better at this.
This is a hardened line. Nobody's listening in. I wouldn't give you a line, a number to get a hold of me that was open to anybody.
You never know who's listening.
It's my job to know. Now, crap. Well, what happened? They attacked you. They stole the cargo. What?
We entered negotiations. They became hostile negotiations, and we were able to escape to hyperspace.
Okay, good.
However, the damage on our ship means we are going to need a bigger fee for this.
A bigger fee? How much is bigger?
Probably, 10 to 15%.
Triple it.
Do you say that over the comm, or are you just saying that in the background?
I yell it as I walk by wherever they're sitting. Just walking through the hangar, or sorry, not the hangar, the corridors, fixing my gun, just yell out, triple it.
And he sort of chuckles. I'd sooner agree to 15% than I'd agree to tripling it. He says, but now I could give you an extra. I'd give you an extra 10 or an extra 5%.
Oh, she made a great offer before opening fire. It's kind of hard to. I don't want to wrong you. That's why I'm giving you the first option to match.
Well, she couldn't have made that great an offer. Otherwise, you'd have taken it.
But there's honor amongst thieves, right?
I'll just walk by again, just yell out, double it.
I don't know who. I mean, I'm no thief. I don't know who you're talking to. I mean, there's no honor amongst thieves, from what I know. But I think what you're trying to do to me is rob me. I give you 7%.
Wow, you are not good at negotiation. I've said 15 and you dropped immediately to 5 and went up to 7. At least go to like 12. Make it legitimate. Fine, I'll be more than happy to take 20% and we will get the cargo to where it's supposed to be.
At this point in time, I'll just run in, grab the mic, and yell 50% or I'll blow you up.
Now, threats are not going to get you anywhere. I'll give you 10%.
What do you guys? I kind of like mute the comm. What do you guys think? 10%? 35.
Anything to end this comedy. 10%.
So I open up. 10% is acceptable. It's going to be 10% unless something else happens. I mean, Imperial cargo is hard to control.
Wait a minute. Please tell me you didn't open it.
No. Mira said that we had Imperial cargo, and that's what the offer she made us. We wouldn't be arrested.
Well, I don't know how she would know where the cargo come from,
Wait a second. You knew it was Imperial cargo?
Of course I knew it was Imperial cargo.
And you're only paying us this much? This is ridiculous.
I'll raise my hand and just give it like 2 signs to both of you guys, be like, double.
Of course I knew it was Imperial cargo. I don't make it a habit of shipping stuff that I don't know what it is.
Oh, fantastic.
I mean, the Empire is who you're taking this to.
Oh, well then there's less threat then that way. Then why would she threaten us with arrest?
I don't know. I'm not her.
Oh, okay. Well, 10%, we'll take it. I believe Ish would like 10% and it's a month's supply of that stuff he injects himself with. But it's kind of gross to me. I don't really like to watch it. It's a little weird. Does that sound good?
Yeah, I'll give you the 10%, and I'll give that rodent his injections.
Fantastic.
I look gleeful.
I cut the communique. Kelvin, I'm sorry. Next time I'll ask for something you want. What exactly is it that you would want?
And please don't say double it.
Ish, I believe.
I'll just tell him, I'll make a list.
Pistol, and then he would have said 1 pistol, and then he would have said double it.
I'll just give you a piece of paper and.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I'll give you a note when I have it all figured out.
We are delivering this to the Empire, according to Chev. Everybody's thoughts on that?
I mean, if it's legitimate, and if it's not,
one of us might need to get in and figure out how to erase that we opened the container.
I mean, it's sealed back up.
Okay. Some people are touchy on what opens what.
I say we get this job done.
I agree.
Yeah.
So, fantastic. Who's making the jump, or who's tapping in the coordinates?
Oh yeah, I'll make another jump. Wait, do we have one more jump to make?
Yep, you got one last jump to make, and then when you drop out, you should be dropping out in Ord Mantell space.
Okay. Do I need to check?
No, you don't need to make any checks for it. Nobody's dropped out of hyperspace or anything to put you in a rush. So you're able to take your time doing it.
All right. Let's.
Uh,
All right. We jump.
all right, you jump, and you spend your next 6 hours in hyperspace again. And when you drop out of hyperspace, you drop out on the edge of Ord Mantell space. Ord Mantell is just a small. She's my wife's loud. just a little dot off in the distance, and you can see a. Where'd my overlay go? There it is. You can see a Star Destroyer sitting at the edge of Ord Mantell space, and as soon as you drop from hyperspace, you get your comm begins to blink as you're being hailed.
We answer it.
Seems rude to keep a Star Destroyer waiting.
As soon as you answer it, the voice on the other line, or on the other side of the line, says, "Pale Horizon, I believe you have a cargo that belongs to us. Please rendezvous with the TIE Fighter escorts we are sending your way. They will escort you to our docking bay." And then the line cuts out. And you see 8 TIE fighters break away from the Star Destroyer and begin heading in your direction. And they're not just leisurely heading in your direction. It looks like they're coming at full throttle.
Let's go ahead and throw the shields up just in case. Or do you think that'll tip them off?
That might make them wonder a little bit as to what you're planning, but I doubt that's going to set Star Destroyer 2 on edge.
They're not going to blow us out of the sky. They have cargo in this ship.
That is true. I don't think they're gonna. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you guys are sitting there waiting. The TIE fighters make it to you. They begin to sort of swarm around you like bees at a hive, and you get another come through. Only this time it like breaks through without you actually answering it, and you hear another rather stiff voice. "This is Pale Horizon. Please join in formation and follow us."
All right.
And the TIE fighters begin to sort of take up positions around you, sort of 2 at each corner of the ship type of thing, and begin to head towards the Star Destroyer.
All right, I follow
Do you
in.
keep up?
I say, yeah, I'll go ahead and keep the ship in their formation.
All right. You fly along in with them, and as they fly up underneath the Star Destroyer, you can see the large docking bay, this big sort of rectangular hole in the bottom of the ship. And as you get closer, the ship shudders for a moment, and it's no longer reacting to anything you're doing. It's just going directly towards this hole. You would recognize it as they've got you by a tractor beam bringing you in for docking. Once you get up into the docking bay, you can see there's 2 officers and a whole host of stormtroopers waiting for you. As the ship sets down in their docking bay, you can see on your sensors and such that the docking bay has now closed and is sealed. One of the officers, he puts a fist up in front of his face. And he says, "Pale Horizon crew, please exit your ship."
I don't like this.
I really don't like this at all.
I nervously fiddle with another syringe full of blue liquid and then jam it into my thigh. Yeah, good a time as any.
Maybe we can give some to them and it'll cure what ails them. I believe we have cargo they want. However, they want all of us to exit the ship. I vote not all of us go.
Do we have enough time to hide the cargo? Those crates, at least?
You could always attempt to, but the longer you wait to comply with their orders, the more likely that they're going to become not necessarily hostile, but aggressive.
I don't believe we have time to.
I say, Kevlin, why don't you stay on the guns? Just hide down in the gunner's pits. I won't power down the ship. We'll go out and meet them, and then.
That sounds good. See, I'll climb up on top of, well, I guess this is top or bottom of the ship. For the gunner.
Let's see. I believe it's on the top.
Yeah, so I'll hop up top and I'll crouch down behind the seat and just have my gun ready and waiting just in case.
Okay. So, Ish and Quay exit the ship, and as you exit the ship and sort of tentatively approach the officers, the thinner of the 2 officers steps forward, and he's got a data pad in his hand, and he's looking at the data pad. He looks at the 2 of you, and he's, "Our records show that you have a crew of 3. Why is there only 2?
We got in a bit of a firefight. One of them's in the med bay. We don't want to wheel him out right now. You're welcome to go in and check on him if you want, but we figured it's best to do business before pleasure, I guess I should say." I wink at him.
Good God.
You want to make a average deceptions check?
that didn't work well.
Oh, we don't know that
Okay,
yet.
what do you want to do with that advantage?
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, that's the other check.
Advantage. He thinks I'm funny. He knows I was thinking about. He knows I was lying, but it's going to be easy if I'm doing charm or anything on him. It's more susceptible to it. Something like I can have a boost or something like that, or I can pass on a boost or something. It's one of those.
You can save it for a boost.
Okay.
All right. So he sort of smiles at you and he says, "Yes, an injured crew member. Well, have your injured crew member open your cargo bay so we may take our cargo."
Oh, I got everything right here. Come on. Pull out the data pad and hit a couple keys in the cargo bay. A door opens. And he goes, I'm looking at him and go, I am going to need a couple signatures here to signify delivery has been made. Is there anything else you need from us?
Stand by, please. And he turns and, well, sort of half turns and nods at the other officer. The other officer looks to one of the squads of stormtroopers and sort of puts a hand up and gives a sort of finger wave of "follow me," and begins to walk off towards the ship. And you can hear him as he's walking past you, a little ways past you and towards the ship. He tells two of the stormtroopers to search the ship and the other two to begin unloading the cargo. The skinnier of the two officers, the one who's been standing there with you, he sort of again gives another sort of half turn in the other direction towards the other two groups of stormtroopers and sort of puts a hand up, palm out, sort of a hold sort of gesture to him. And he says, "Now, these signatures." And he holds out a hand as expecting your data pad.
I go ahead and put the data pad up to his hand.
He takes it from you and he makes his couple of little signatures here and there and flips through sort of side scrolls, flips through the different pages and signs in the different areas. And he looks back to you and he says, "Now you do know that if they don't find an injured crew member, you will wind up with an injured crew member, correct?"
You do understand that injuries aren't always seen, correct?
So you're telling me that your crew member isn't injured, he's just infirm?
No, we have an injured crew member, definitely.
At this whole time, is the comlink on still so I can hear everything that's going on?
I left it on. I would want you to hear what's going down in case we need to get out.
Okay, so is there any way for me to stealthily shoot myself in the foot?
Well, unless you've got a Verpine, I don't think you're going to be able to stealthily shoot yourself, because I mean you're going to hear the shot.
Or can I take like a wrench or something? Just like.
Well, you could silently bash yourself with something to make yourself seem injured, but I mean to shoot yourself, no. As far as I know, Verpines are the only silent weapons.
Yeah, I'll use the end of the rifle, just smash my one foot.
All right. And are you going to try and then limp down to the common area or to the med bay or med area or something like that? Or you're
I'll
still
get
just
as
going
close as
to...
I can and just lay on the ground and try to hide the gun, but still have it on me. Kind of like I was trying to walk out and join the crew, but fell down and can't get back up.
Okay. And as if you were trying to use your rifle as a crutch type of thing?
Yeah.
Okay. So as you're doing this, the two of the stormtroopers and the officer they board the ship through the docking or through the cargo hatch or cargo ramp, sorry, and two of them break off from the officer and the other two, and they begin to walk through the ship. And as they find you laying on the floor with a weapon laying right next to you, Quay and Ish, over your comms that are still open, would hear these two stormtroopers. You'd hear the clacking and such of the armor, and of them all of a sudden going rigid. And he's got a weapon.
Uh-oh.
And both these stormtroopers, they stop dead in their tracks. They take aim at you. Sir, please slide the weapon away from you. What is your injury?
My injury is a broken leg, and I just slightly slide it down by like holding the rifle, like the barrel of it, and just pushing it towards them a little bit.
One of them, he kind of takes a couple of steps towards you and uses the one foot, still with the rifle trained on it, uses the one foot to sort of get a hold of your rifle and slide it the rest of the way away from your easy reach. The other one steps forward and lowers his rifle and puts a hand out and sort of like with one hand grabs you by your left hand, and with his right hand sort of grabs you underneath your left armpit. And he says, "All right, I'm going to lift you up and I'm going to help you get to a seat." And begins to help you up. And sort of takes your one arm and slings it over his shoulders, sort of thing, and hunched over, helps you over to a seat and sets you down. And he says, "Now, do you require medical attention, or have you already received medical attention?"
Well, I'll just look at him like dead in the eye and tell him, "Do you see my crew? Does it look like I have medical attention?"
Okay. Do you wish to have medical attention?
Sure. As long as it's not by them, I'm happy.
He puts a hand up to his helmet, and you can hear that he says, "We require a medical droid and a hover stretcher. There's a crew member here with what he claims to be a broken leg. The two stormtroopers and the officer that are in the cargo area, the two stormtroopers begin to load one of these crates onto a hover sled and unload crates. And just so happens that the first one they grab is container number 1. And as they're taking it past the one officer, he takes out a scanner and is scanning it as they go by, and it begins to beep and all this, and it shows a red flashing light on his scanner. He takes in his other hand a comm, and the two of you outside of the ship, standing there with the other officer, would hear over his comm, "We've got a container here that's been breached."
Oh, fuck.
The officer, the thinner officer, just sort of gets this rueful look on his face and looks at you and he says, "So, couldn't resist taking a look?"
How do we take a look? There's a code to get in.
All things can be hacked.
Our supplier gave us that crate. Gave us the crates in these conditions. If he took a look at them, that's none of our business.
Okay. Hard deceptions check. 2 purple, 1 red.
Ooh, okay. And then I get.
Am I able to aid him?
Deception.
Yeah. I'll give him a boost die because you both had answers for him.
Okay. I get to upgrade because of the effects of the booster. I get to upgrade a cunning check, so I can do green, yellow, blue. Here we
At
go.
this time, am I coming out of the ship on the stretcher?
Whew.
At this time, the stretcher and med droid are coming onto the ship.
Okay.
So you're still sitting there with 2 stormtroopers. One of them still has his rifle trained on you.
All right, 2 threat, a success, and a triumph.
All right, 2 threat. I'm going to give you 2 strain.
I'm sweating.
The success, I'm going to say that he, for some reason or another, he takes you at your word. What do you want to do with the triumph?
I'd like for him to. So he's already like taken us at our word. Like he's not.
Well, he appears to, yes. He sort of the upset sort of rueful look he gives you sort of calms, and he just sort of gives you sort of a placating sort of nod.
I'd like to upgrade. So I want to say that like he, maybe he trusts us a little more now. So could we like upgrade any other deception checks we make against him? Just him specifically?
Yeah, I'll give you a boost die to any checks that you make against him.
Okay.
I'll allow that one. So he looks at you. So you got this crate already the way it was. You haven't touched it since you got it. Okay.
Yes, officer.
In that case, your crew member is going to go to the med bay so that his leg can be taken care of. And I'd like the 2 of you to follow me. We'll go get your payment.
Oh crap.
So am I out on the bay with the rest of them at this point?
At this point, yes, you would be getting loaded onto the stretcher and being taken off of the ship.
Okay, so as I'm coming out, I'll just be looking at the stormtrooper and tell him, "You better not take my rifle."
The stormtrooper looks at you and says, I don't need your rifle. The Empire provides me with all I need."
I'll just look back and be like, "Yeah, but I heard you can't hit anything when you shoot anyways."
Is that what they say?
Not that I want to test it.
Perhaps we should show you otherwise.
I'll make a bet. Whoever can hit the most targets in the shooting range gets to keep the rifle.
Well, we'll see after you're done in the med bay. And those two stormtroopers are continue to walk along with your little hover gurney and your medical droid, who is at the moment taking vitals and such like that. He hasn't moved on to checking your leg or anything yet.
Come with you. An exchange of credits can happen right here. I mean, we are pretty busy today. I mean, we can just give you the account numbers, or you could just have a briefcase of sorts. I believe that's how they do it. We can stay.
So you're saying you don't want to follow me to receive your payment. You want me to bring your payment here.
You were already here. Why didn't you just bring it with you?
The Empire doesn't operate the same way civilians do. There's hoops to jump through, paperwork to sign, and such.
I understand paperwork. How long do you think it'll take you to go get it?
Well, if you're in no hurry, we'll bring it back with your crewman.
So what are you guys thinking? Ish, we go with him, or we just stay here and play some chance cubes? Any of these stormtroopers want to play chance cubes with us?
These troopers are on shift, and gambling is not allowed.
All right, just us then. All right, so yeah, we'll go ahead and cop a squat on the boarding ramp while we wait for Skinny to get back with the paperwork.
As you wish. And he turns to the stormtroopers, and he just sort of gives them all a look and a sort of a half nod sort of thing, and turns and follows the other two stormtroopers and med droid out of the hangar bay.
Should we go with our partner at least?
I think Kevin would like that, but at the same time,
yes.
I mean, hey, do you really want to go deeper into a Star Destroyer?
I already am.
Oh no, my leg feels better.
Taking a broken leg.
Can I sneak a stim pack and try to heal my leg a little bit, so I can start walking at least?
You could attempt it. You've got a droid who's hovering over you, doing vitals and this and that, and giving you a workup, and you've got two stormtroopers and an officer as an escort. You could attempt to. It's likely not going to be easy.
I'll still do it.
All right. Skullduggery. And we're going to go daunting. 3 purple and a red.
Oh God.
Watch me make this. No.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
You were close to making it, actually.
You were fairly close. Let's see. As you sort of reach down and grab this stim pack that's kept in one of your suit, your armored pockets or your armored suit's pocket or whatnot, and attempt to jab this thing in your leg, one of the stormtroopers grabs your wrist as you've got this syringed stim pack. What do you think you're doing?
I'm just trying to speed up the process. I want to get out of here as fast as I can and don't want any more issues.
As you're you're acting awful iffy here.
Who's acting iffy? No one's acting iffy. It's the visor. You've been breathing in it too long. The circulation's not working properly.
The other stormtrooper reaches down and grabs the leg that you were feigning as injured and sort of gives it a squeeze. Do you yelp and feign injury, or do you just take the squeeze?
I'll scream a little bit, kick with my other leg, and just look at it and be like, "What the hell are you doing? That's not how you treat an injury. You should at least know that. Let me have my stim back. I'll be happy. You'll be happy. We can go our separate ways, and I'll be good."
Well, you don't feel like you've got a broken leg.
I'll just look at it and be like, "How would you know what I feel like when you've got all the armor on, and there's a little pad in here? I could have broken my leg thousands of times, and the bones could have healed, and..."
We'll find out. And you take 5 strain for those 5 threats you rolled. Or no, sorry. We'll do 3.
3.
Yeah. I use 2 of them as the stormtrooper catching you and grabbing your wrist. And while you're on your way to the med bay being quite a ways into this Star Destroyer, the droid begins to run a scanner over you, trying to assess just how badly your leg is broken. And he runs the scanner along you, and he sort of looks at you, and then looks back at the 2 stormtroopers, and then looks over at the officer, and says, "If the patient has any broken limbs, they are not reading on the scanner."
I'll just look at him and be like, "Well, it could be a sprain, you know, it just hurts." So
the officer sort of puts up a hand sort of as a stop signal, and the droid and the troopers and the sled and all come to a stop, and he walks right up next to you, standing right over where your head would be, is laying on this thing, and he says, "You're not injured, are you?"
yeah, I am.
This is unraveling very quickly.
I'll just I'll look back at him and be like, "I am injured, but I don't know how severe the injury is. I'm not a medical droid. I'm not good with medicine."
Deception check. Hard difficulty. 3 purple. Two more strain. And he just looks at you. You do realize if we get you all the way down to the med bay and find out that you're not injured, you're going to get locked up.
So don't take me all the way to the med bay.
And your partner's lives will be forfeit.
I'll just look at him and be like, "Look, we got in a fight on our ship as we're trying to come here. We got hit by a one of their guns, and one of the wrenches that are sitting on top of the little cabinet in the gunnery seat fell and smashed against my leg. Like I said, I'm not a medical droid. I don't know how severe it is. It hurts. I'm injured.
You see, he lifts this comm up that he's been using off and on, and he says, Reyes, find out how this man was injured. And the sled isn't moving. He doesn't have the droid move on any further or anything. He's just standing there waiting. And the two of you sitting here playing your chance cubes, waiting for them to return, hear the comm from the heavier officer come on, and you hear the transmission of Reyes, find out how this man was injured, as the last crate is being taken off of the ship. The heavier officer walks over to you and he says, okay, you heard it. How is your man injured?
I don't know. We're in battle. I look over at so Ishi and I have been playing chance cubes. We haven't been betting credits. We've been betting stormtroopers back and forth. We've been calling out call signs. We've been looking at like he's number this and your number that, and I'm going to bet him to try and include the stormtroopers in it. And I go, I don't know. It was combat. I mean, he said something. I don't know. It said. He was in the thing, so I presume we got hit, and I don't know if he got shrapnel or something fell on him. He got hit.
Yeah, and I don't know if you've noticed, but there is a ship there, and I had to fly that ship, so I can't really be paying attention to what's happening to my crew, while I'm trying to keep the ship from falling out of space. So.
Yeah, and we did try and protect your cargo as much as possible. You wanted it protected, so I mean, I couldn't really run and do medical attention if we were going to escape said attacking ship. I mean, really.
Okay. This time I'm going to have both of you roll a coercion at hard difficulty, 3 purple.
Don't fail this.
Oh, God. Coercion's not good for me.
No pressure.
Good. Yeah, no, this is going to be bad.
Spend a light side point.
Yeah, I'm going to have to. I think I'll probably still fail, but... Oh!
Oh. All right. You both pass, and you both take strain for it.
All right. 3 strain or just...
For you, 3 strain, and for Quay, it's 1. He seems to be better at lying than you are, or at least less nervous about it.
Yeah, I'm kind of jittery.
You're the worst lying smugglers in the galaxy.
He's high on drugs right now. He's gonna be jittery.
Yeah, he takes his comm up and he says, well, they tell me that they were in some type of firefight and somehow or another he got injured. They're not exactly sure how it happened. And
As he's on comms,
officers,
I would like to say. As he's on comms, I would like to say he is kind of a pansy. We didn't really want to say that. It's okay, I guess. If he's not really hurt, just bring him back and we'll take off.
I'd like to point out that you guys never mentioned you turned off the comm link, so I could hear all this.
No, I presume the comm link was on.
Savage.
I missed that one too. But the thinner officer is saying is okay. Well, he's not showing up as injured on our scans, so he'll be coming back to the hangar bay. We're not going to waste any more time with him.
I wouldn't either. We've been looking to get rid of him.
He looks at the 2 stormtroopers, and first he looks at the droid and he says, "We return to your duties in the med bay. And he looks at the two stormtroopers and he's, haul this man off this guardian and get him back to his ship.
I'll just look at both the officer and I'll be like, so am I getting any extra credits for the amount of damage you did to my leg and arm here?
No.
Can I at least have my stim pack back?
No.
Can you at least keep Kui?
Unless he voluntarily enlists, no.
I told him.
And he looks at those two stormtroopers. Get this man out of here. Both stormtroopers sort of roughly reach down and grab you by each arm and hoist you back to standing. And they step in line and behind you, one on each side of you. And you heard the officer. Get to moving.
This is no way to treat a prisoner.
You haven't seen how we treat prisoners. You're just a guest.
Yeah, but
Now get to moving. And the officer turns and he walks away. A few minutes later, Kevlin and these two other stormtroopers come walking back out the same door they left from. Kevlin has got these two stormtroopers guiding him from behind. One has a hand on Kevlin's left shoulder, and the other one, he doesn't have his rifle aimed at him, but he is carrying the rifle readied sort of across his chest. And as they approach the ship, the one that's got his hand on Kevlin's shoulder sort of gives him a shove to shove him over by the two of you. You continue to wait about another 20 minutes or so, and the other officer finally returns, and he returns with a data pad and a small case, sort of about the size of a kid's school pencil box.
Mm-hmm.
And walks up to Quay and hands the data pad to him and says, I need signatures and initials at each of the X's for the next 6 pages.
Oh, you guys really have a lot of bureaucracy here. Starts swiping through the pages and doing signatures and initials on each. Kind of reading through what each one says as well.
And while you're doing this, you can see that he pulls like another data pad out of one of his pockets and starts sort of scanning through it. And he comes up, after you get done signing it, he hands the little pencil box or pencil box sized container to Ish, and he looks at you, Quay, and he says, your full name is Quay Zeb, correct?
I believe so, yes.
Well, it seems here you have a warrant, sir. You're under arrest.
A warrant? And what would that be for?
Smuggling. And second-degree manslaughter.
Second-degree manslaughter? Smuggling? We deliver stuff to the Empire. Manslaughter, who was it?
And I should have wrote it down. I forget the name you said earlier, but he repeats the name that was the woman that you were accused of.
I would. It's just a wrong thing. The credits are all here. Yes.
Yes.
Fantastic. And then the little package case is for Ishii.
Yes.
Under arrest. Let me see the paperwork. I need to make sure that you have me. What exactly? Where did this happen?
And he repeats to you the name of the place again. I forgot to write. I should have wrote it down.
That's fine. I go. I think you have the wrong person here. I've been there, but I mean, me and the crew have been traveling for a while together, and this says it happened. A couple years ago. I was with them. I was nowhere near here. The bureaucracy obviously did something wrong. I mean, this is a big galaxy. There's obviously other people with my name.
Well, if it's wrong, it'll be worked out. But for now, you're under arrest. And he gives a hand signal to a group of the stormtroopers, and they begin to step forward.
Let's book
About
it.
how many of them are here?
There are, at the moment, let's see. Let's see, those two came back. The other two left with loading the crates and stuff. So at the moment, there are 10 stormtroopers and 2 officers.
Never mind.
We cannot fight this. We need to get out of here.
Excuse me. Who issued the warrant?
Again, he looks down at the data pad, and he reads off the name of the security officer and such at the planet where it happened.
This has to be a series of wrongdoings here. If you don't mind, I'd be more than happy to give him a call and see exactly why I'm being framed for this. I have the holopad back on the ship. The stormtroopers are welcome to accompany me on board. I don't wish to put you in any more trouble, I guess I should say.
So I agree that there's a series of wrongdoings done. Go ahead and make a deceptions check with your boost dice. Hard, 2 purple, and a red. Okay, yeah. 3 successes, 2 threats, which are 2 strain towards you, and a triumph. So he says, I agree. There's some wrongdoings done here. Yes, but I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. I'll allow you to get this number or whatever it is. And he looks to his stormtroopers that he had told to step up to arrest you. And he's, follow him.
But those are Ishii stormtroopers. Can I at least have mine?
Yeah. He says, I don't know the terms of your bets or whatever that was going on here, but
Can we at least have the ones that...
these are the Empire
Heard of me?
stormtroopers.
Okay. Then I would like the 2 that were guarding Kelvin, because those are technically free in the pot. I'm hoping to talk them into joining my pot.
He just looks at the ones he had originally told you. He says, take him to go get what he needs.
I'm going to need Kelvin and Ishii because it's in a lock pad in the ship.
In that case, you 2 go with him. So there's 6 stormtroopers there to go with you.
Is it the 2 that were with me? Or...
Yes. Yep,
Okay,
the 2 that were with you, and 4 of the other ones.
So, I'll go on the ship with them.
So, gentlemen, I understand that we were betting with you. We don't want to think that you as property. You're people too. But why exactly do you wear so much armor all the time? I mean, obviously, we don't pose a threat.
As he's saying this, I'll just step back right in
Standard
between their
issue.
rifles.
Step back in between them and their rifles. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and one of them just sort of looks at you. He's standard issue. Now, please lead the way.
Oh, totally, totally. Hold on a second, and I'm leading like the long way through the ship, going to what I know to be like kind of a choke point, where we could be able to shut a door or something to get them trapped or something along those lines. I'm chatting with them the entire way, telling them that they should look at personalizing their armor, maybe think of some colors. We get to the choke point, and I turn around and go, okay, I'm going to need you guys to look over there because we need to unlock this.
Persuasion. 3 purple. Wow. You guys are doing great tonight. The one stormtrooper says, well, I'm not going to take my eyes off you. He says, but I will step back.
Okay, I guess that's understandable as long as you're looking at my good side. And then I kind of wink at him, and then I pull out my blaster pistol and shoot at him.
So,
all right. I'll grant you that one as sort of a surprise bit.
All right, there we go.
And I'll also give each of you others an opportunity for a surprise attack, and then we'll go into initiative. So you're gonna fire at this stormtrooper. You'd be close range. So let's see here. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, it's gonna be there's 6 of them with you, so that's just 1 purple. I was looking to see if I couldn't remember if they had any defense.
Mm-hmm. Do they have any defense?
No, they don't. So it's just 1 purple.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, I miss. Pass a boost die on to the next person. And dive for cover.
okay, so I'll pull out my blaster. Now, we're at close range?
Yep.
Okay, so...
And you don't have the big hunting rifle with you. It's
No, I've
back
got
down the corridor.
I've got my little pistol. But that's medium range. I can still use that close though, right?
Yeah, it's medium range. It's maximum range.
Okay, so I get a blue from the gun.
Ooh, it's got an accurate.
Yeah. And
a boost from Quiet.
yeah, teal and green. Against how many purple?
1 purple, because you're at close range. Alright. So base damage +2.
So it is 8, so 10. With a crit.
Group 3. So it's base 10 plus 2. Is what you said?
Or no, it's base 8.
Okay, so it's 10 total.
Yeah.
Alright, and you crit with the 1.
Yep.
So, alright, so you drop 2 of them. They just happen to be standing like almost perfectly in line. You want to tell me how you dropped the 2 of them?
So I'll turn real quick, pull out the blaster, and shoot right where the one grabs me on my leg, and it'll just go right through the other one and drop them.
Okay, that's an interesting kill shot in the leg.
It's gonna be exactly where they grabbed me, and the same two that were bugging me earlier.
All right, so we'll say that where they grabbed you on the leg was like near your thigh, so it's like you hit the main artery type of deal. So yeah, you drop 2 of them, and then we got Ish.
All right, yeah, I draw my blaster and take aim for one of the other stormtroopers, and I crack off a
Okay.
shot. And that's my
Holy
third
shit.
triumph tonight.
Holy
All right, so
shit.
what? Base damage plus
Base damage plus 6.
Is Okay, hang on. Quick question. Do you play where it's that first success does not add to damage?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, base damage plus 5.
The triumph is a success as well.
I think
So it would still be
it
6.
adds that. I think that it already includes that as a success in the roll. Like this, like it shows the triumph symbol, but this success symbol right here is from the triumph.
Oh, you're right. It does.
Yeah, so it should be just 5.
I hadn't noticed that before. Yeah. Okay. So yeah.
So 5 plus whatever I do, I love 6 damage, so 11 damage, and then I'll go ahead and crit as well. So I fire off 3 shots in quick succession and take out 3 of the
2 of
troopers.
them.
2 or 3?
2.
Okay, 2.
And you take 1 point of strain.
Okay. Oh yeah. Checking out here.
All right. Now, seeing how you planned this all out, and they didn't, it'll be you guys rolling cool. And they don't have vigilance. Vigilance. Alright. Alright. And we got for one group, and for the other group, oops, forgot to redo it. Alright, so we got NPC, PC, 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 NPCs. Alright. So, one of the 2 remaining stormtroopers fires at Ish. He's the last one to do any major damage, so they're going to fire at him first. So that's close range, so that's 1. Alright, so he manages to hit Ish for 9 damage.
Oh.
He's going to pass 2 boosts off to the next NPC that gets, or no, he's going to use that to add a setback to the next PC to go. So he shoots and nails Ish for 9. And you guys in your ducking for cover type of deal, whoever goes next is going to get a setback from the distraction of Ish being hit. And it's PCs.
Right. Who wants to go?
When do you guys want to go? And
Go
I'll
ahead.
take a shot at the one after.
All right, I'll go. I'll go ahead then. Yeah.
And
Uh,
before you go, real quick, I would like to remind you that the ship is still open. Nobody closed it up.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Is you should probably get to the.
yeah. Okay. I'm gonna retreat from the fight and head for the cockpit and try to get the hangar door closed.
Okay. So you're going to double maneuver to get to the cockpit and
I'll take a strain or 2 strain.
take 2 strain to still also try and. All right. I'll say you're able to get there and get the door beginning to close.
Okay.
Next PC.
I'm going to. Can I aim twice?
Yeah. You'll sacrifice the
suffer
maneuver, and then 2 strain to aim the second time. Yeah.
Okay, and then I will shoot. 8 damage.
8 damage. All
And that
right. So you wound one of the 2 remaining stormtroopers. He's still standing, but you wound him pretty good. You nail him like right in the left shoulder. The plastoid armor that he's wearing sort of cracks and big singe mark and all this, and you can instantly see the wound sort of weeping. It's not bleeding, but sort of that weeping of a wound. And you take 1 strain. And actually, roll me 1 setback. We forgot to add your setback in.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Not a problem.
Oh, I'm doing great with boost and setback today.
All right, it nilled out. Okay. So then we got our next PC.
Yeah. So I'll draw my gun. Well, so I'll aim it at the one stormtrooper who hasn't shot yet. And then I'll take a shot at him. So
Okay.
for the aim, I get an extra boost, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And you can double aim if you want to take 2 strain.
That's okay. I've got I'm up to 4 boosts now. I've got 2 for quick draw and then 1 for the gun.
Okay.
So wow.
They didn't do a damn bit of good.
Wow.
I guess I canceled the sweat.
So so that's just 9.
All right, so you get 9 damage. All right, and you wound that other stormtrooper as well. You hit him sort of in the side of the abdomen, sort of a kidney type shot, and does a lot the same. You see the plastoid armor is got a hole in it. It's big black singe mark, and you can see that there's a hole in his side. And then it's the other one's turn, and he's gonna fire. He's gonna fire back at you because you just shot him. And one purple. And that is 11 damage. And he'll pass a boost off to the next NPC.
10.
And then that brings us back to the top of the round. And the other stormtrooper, who was shot by Quay, he's going to fire at Quay.
I have a ranged defense, and I dove for cover in the surprise round.
Okay. So 1 range defense, and you dove for cover, so let's see, that's going to add another setback.
Oh.
All right. So that's 12 damage.
Good God.
And with the 3, let's see, he's going to give you, with the 3, you get an immediate maneuver.
Could I pull a stim pack out with the other hand that's not carrying the blaster pad or the blaster pistol?
Yes.
Okay.
And that's PCs.
You want to go Queen?
Sure. I will stab myself with the, as a maneuver, can I stab myself with the stim pack to heal 5?
Yes.
Okay. And then I will spend 2 strain to aim at a second maneuver and shoot at the one that shot me.
Alright. Alright, 1 success and 3 advantages.
So 6 damage, and what can I pass on with 3?
Well, with the 3 advantage, wouldn't that be a crit? Doesn't your pistol crit at 3?
It does? Yes, I'd like to crit.
Alright, you drop him. He was nearly toast anyway. He only had one wound left. So you drop him. You want to tell us how you drop him?
Yes, so he shot at me and hit me. I kind of roll over. The stim pack falls out on the ground as I'm rolling, and I just kind of stab myself in the leg, roll over as he's approaching for a kill shot, and just shoot him right underneath the chin of the helmet. And I said, I question why you guys wear the armor. It just doesn't work.
Perfect. Alright, so next PC.
Alright, so I'll take aim at them. And then I'll just fire away at the guy that hasn't shot. The only one that's left.
Yep.
Good.
Good God. Alright, and yours does 8 base damage, so you drop him, and you've got a crap ton of advantages.
9 advantages?
9 advantages. Jeez.
So, what can I spend 9 advantages on?
Well, I know you've taken a lot of strain. You could recover strain with them. You could pass some of them on to Ish for any role he has to do for trying to get you guys out of here.
Pass all of them on to him.
Okay, so I'll use 5 of them to get rid of my strain.
Okay, and that leaves 4 left.
Am I able to use any of them to make another maneuver?
No.
Okay.
You can
I'll
take
pass
2
on.
strain to have another maneuver, though.
I'll take 2 strain, pull a stim pack, and then heal myself for 5. And then I'll use 2 of the advantage to heal that strain, and then pass on a boost die.
Alright, you've got 2 boost dice that you pass on to Ish. Ish, what are you doing? The cargo bay door is closed by now.
I'm getting the flight checks. I'm working through flight checks as fast as I can to get us the hell out of here.
Okay. And as you're doing this, and all these shots have been being heard as the cargo bay door is closing, you hear the one officer, or the 2 officers standing there, one of them's shouting at the remaining 4 stormtroopers, to do something, and the thinner of the two officers, he takes the comm link that he used earlier as sort of the bullhorn type of deal, and he just nice and calmly raises up. He says, "You do realize you're sealed into the hangar bay, correct?"
I think we're gonna have to try to blast a mechanism of some kind to get out.
Oh, Sean, I just realized I have one too many boost dies in there.
Ah. All right. Well, which one do you want to get rid of? The one that's got the success on it, or?
I'll keep the success. I'll get rid of the double one, and then I just won't pass the boost die.
Okay. All right. So yeah, he just nice and calmly. You do realize you're in a hangar bay that is sealed, correct?
It was a slight weapons malfunction. We are opening the secret compartment in the ship. We'll be back with you shortly. One of the stormtroopers is hurt, and correction, you're locked in the hangar bay with us.
The wrench fell on him.
And when you say that he's locked in the hangar bay with you, you can see that he visibly switches something on the comm link and is talking into it again. And just moments later, as you guys are powering up and heading to whatever stations that you're heading to, you can see doors in the hangar bay start opening up and stormtroopers just start flooding into the hangar bay.
All right, it's time to get out.
Mm-hmm.
Can we make a perception check to look for some kind of mechanism that might open the hangar?
Yeah. You could do either a perceptions or a mechanics check.
I'm gonna go mechanics.
You're gonna go mechanics. All right,
Yeah,
that'd be a hard 3 purple.
Okay. Yeah, roll 3, and I'll go ahead and flip a destiny point to upgrade it.
There we go.
All right. You know that if you can manage to shoot this one little section, this one junction box that's on the wall that's near the doors, that the doors will begin to open.
All right, Kevlin, take aim and fire.
Alright. Let's see, what is it? 2 yellow, 1 green.
Alright, so you're gonna fire the ship's cannons at this thing, and
Yeah.
let's see, it's a junction box about the size of a person, so that's silhouette 0, or silhouette 1. No, 0. No, 1. It's close range, that's 1. It's 3 times smaller than yours. Alright, so it's 4 purple.
Can I aim first? Try to get a good shot on it.
Yeah. Alright, you fire, and like the cannon goes off, just the boom, 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 and all the shots like outline this junction box, but don't manage to hit it. And you see multiple stormtroopers-ish. You see multiple stormtroopers bringing up like rocket launcher type of or missile launchers.
Oh, we are boned.
They start shouldering cannons, basically.
I'm going to turn on the shields.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and take a maneuver to angle the shields toward the groups of stormtroopers that have. Or wait, kind of where are they? Are they aft? Are they behind us? Are they out to the side?
They'd be in the front of you.
Okay, so we have defense in the front, so I'll go ahead and angle the shields toward the front. So I'll shift defense from the back towards the front of the ship.
Okay.
Double our defense up front.
All right. I'll give you guys another attempt to try and shoot the junction box again. It's still going to be a 4 purple. Actually, no, it's going to be 3 purple and a red as you're getting really nervous and agitated that you missed the first time around.
Come on, Kevlar.
Okay. Two, and then I'll aim. Okay, so it was what, 3 purple
And a red.
3 purple and a red.
Okay. Well, I hit it.
Ooh.
Oh. Well,
You managed to hit it, but with all the strain, let's see, the ship takes 5 strain, and with the despair, your cannon has overheated, and it just all of a sudden like locks up, and you're firing it, boom, 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 and all of a sudden it just stops and starts to sort of spark, and the cannon smoking, the little screen in front of you for aiming and all that starts to spark and all this. Your cannon's fried.
So, from the front of the ship, where's the boarding ramp? Like right in the front, like going down, or
It's like off to the side of the ship.
is it on the side that I can see the console?
Yes.
Okay, so after the cannon just goes up in flames, pretty much, I'll hop out of the seat, run down to the ramp, and hit the button, and just pull out my the rifle and wait for it.
Okay, so you run down, grab the rifle on your way there, hit the button. It begins to drop. It won't be open until the next roundabout. Each of you gets to attempt to do something, and then it's going to be the 4 groups of missile tubes that get to go. So is there anything the 2 of you want to do while you're on board, or do we want to just skip over to them?
unless I can start maneuvering our ship out of the hangar, I don't.
The hangar doors are opening. You could sort of get the ship to lift off and sort of maneuver the ship to sort of turn and like aim your engines at them, sort of thing.
Yeah, I'll do that. I want to start angling towards the
Provide
opening
them with
doors.
a bunch of downwash type of stuff to screw with, which would give them setbacks.
Yeah.
Could I flip a destiny point to say that I never gave the guy his data pad back?
Yeah.
Hey.
Would I be able to activate fire suppression in the hangar with a computer's check through that data pad?
Yeah. I'm gonna say it's gonna be hard 2 purple and a red.
Oh. Okay. There. I think I got it straightened out, sorry. Oh, that's not good. What did I activate?
You managed to turn on like emergency lighting and all this stuff. I mean, lights start going off. the and the hangar bay doors stop about halfway open.
Oh,
I'm gonna pass 2 boost die on, or no, I'm gonna give setback die to the stormtroopers.
Okay. All right. Well, now it's their turns. 3. And let's see. It's close range. You're 4 times bigger than they are. I can't really make it any easier than 1, so it's just the 1.
we also have setback from our defense.
And they've got. But you turn the ship around, so.
Damn it! Yeah, we did.
But they do have a setback from the wash, and a setback from the advantages. So, all right, first one hits, and next one. And turn off the reset so I don't have to keep doing that. That one, I'm going to use house rule. It hits. That one hits. And that one misses. So that's, let's see, one of them hits doing, so that is 20, which is only 2 damage because and that one hits, so that's another 2 damage, and the other one hits, so that's, or wait, that'd be 20, yeah, that's still 20, and 20, so that's a total of 6 damage that you guys take, that the ship takes.
So just to clarify, is it going to be lump damage, or do I apply armor to each hit? If I apply armor to each hit, you do nothing.
I'm gonna say it's lump.
Okay, so 4.
Because they're all like firing all at once type of thing.
Gotcha. Okay, so we take armor, so 6 total.
Yep.
Okay.
6 total. You got an armor of 2, so it'd be 4 damage, I believe.
Yeah, so we're down to 16.
All right, and then it's you guys' turn. The doors are open about halfway. You might be able to slide through, but it'd be difficult to pilot the ship out.
I will attempt it. I am an excellent pilot.
All right, piloting, hard, 2 purple and a red.
Okay, and I upgrade 3 times, which is nice. 1, 2, 3.
Hang on. Can I use Destiny point to say the hangar doors are still not open?
What do you mean still not open?
Because I hit the button for our landing base door. Sorry.
Oh, well, we can just simply say that as soon as the ship took off, you hit the button again.
Okay.
Okay, wait. We don't want to open that because we're about to try to get into space. We need to close.
He's saying he was closing it. He had originally jumped down, grabbed his rifle, and was opening the door.
I was going to shoot it if we couldn't get out.
Okay.
You then took off and started maneuvering, so he's hitting the button again to have shut it.
Gotcha. All right, I'm going to flip a Destiny point to upgrade again, so here we go.
All right. And you managed to just skim right in between these 2 big old doors, just millimeters on the top and bottom of the ship, and slide right out of the Star Destroyer. The ship does take 3 points of system strain.
So that puts us at 0.
Make it against you.
Okay, I faint.
All right. So you faint, and it is now up to Quay to or Kevlin to pilot the ship and get away from the Star Destroyer.
Yep, I pass out.
Great.
He's just so excited and so shocked he actually made it out of the ship. He just falls over, passes out, falls right out of his seat.
I've been doing a lot of hard drugs today, guys. It's just thinking too much.
Yeah, I'm going to try and get us away as quickly as possible.
Okay. I'm going to ask for a planetary piloting at a hard difficulty.
Okay. I'm going to flip a destiny point to upgrade that.
Can I
Okay.
boost him by coming into the cockpit and trying to tell him push this button, this button, this button?
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Great.
All right. Yep. You managed to zip off and kind of go underneath the ship towards the back of it and evade their cannons. Like all their cannons start turning to try and take aim at you, but you're sort of zigzagging in between them and all this, and you come zipping out from behind the ship, right in between their engines and such, and they lose sight of you. You guys fly off into space, and that's the end of tonight's session.
All right.
I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was fun.
I like
I
that.
hope
It was
our
fun.
viewers, we've had a couple of them pop in and out, enjoyed the session, and I hope anybody who watches later enjoys it. I thoroughly did, and see y'all next week. Have a good evening, good night, good day, whatever time it is when you're watching this. Thanks for watching.